Hello and welcome back to DocTrack Administrator Training. With this lesson, we look at how you can customize an HTML template for your company. I've put a folder on my desktop with all the HTML templates that come with DocTrack. Let's open it and check out the one for order verifications. Like all of the other samples, this one is for a fictitious company called High Growth. My goal is to change this one so that it would be appropriate for our company, Progressive Cycles. To do this, I'm going to use an open source tool called Phoenix Code Editor. In my browser, I'll just enter phcode.dev. Then I'll select Open Folder and navigate to the folder on my desktop. Here are the HTML files in that folder. Let's open the order verification. Now, if you're not familiar with HTML code, it looks pretty intimidating. But you'll soon find out it's really not that bad. We can see what our HTML looks like here in the viewer. If this screen doesn't come up right away, just select this icon, which opens and closes it. Now watch what happens when I select the High Growth logo. Here's the code related to that image. The same thing happens when I select the order verification text and the signature line too. Now, before we change anything, I'm going to duplicate this file and rename it PC_order verification. Let's start with something simple, like changing the phone number. I'll select it in the display and replace it with our number. Now, often this display will stay in sync, but if it doesn't, just select this refresh button to see your changes. Okay, that was easy. Let's change the signature line too. I'll select it, and here it is in the code. Now I can simply change it to Progressive Cycles. You can use this same process to change the rest of the information below. Now, what if I don't like the color? Well, that's easy to change. On the left, I'll select the color number in the style statement, and now I can change it to any color that I want. It will automatically change the color number in the code for me. Next, let's say we want to use other tags in this HTML that DocTrack uses to insert text from the Sightline record. For example, let's add the order date beside the PO. To do that, I'll start by finding the tag for the order date on my DocTrack form output profile, and I'll copy it to my clipboard. Then I'll go back to my template and select your purchase order in the display. Notice that the display shows the tag surrounded by arrows, just as you would see it in the rule of the form output profile. But in the HTML code, it's quite different. That's because arrow characters are tools used in the HTML code. So if you want to reference them as text, you need to substitute the code for that character. The HTML code for the left arrow is ampersand LT semicolon. That's LT for less than. And the HTML code for the right arrow is ampersand GT semicolon. GT as in greater than. Knowing this, after the cust_PO tag, I'll enter space, ordered on, space, and paste my tag. Now on the left, as expected, I see that this isn't going to work as it is. So to fix it, I'll replace the arrows with the associated character code. The left is &LT semicolon, and the right is &GT semicolon. Now it looks like it should in the display. Okay, let's move on to the email link. This opens an email in the user's email client. Notice that the To field is automatically populated with an email address. Also, the subject line is automatically populated, including a tag that will embed the estimate number. Obviously, we want to change the To address as well as the subject. Now, there's a lot going on in this code, so let's break it down. This part will cause the email to open with this address in the To field. I'll just swap that email address out for the one I want, which is sales@progressivecycles.com. Then I'll skip ahead to this part that shows what will display on the HTML, and I'll change that too. Next, this part will enter the information in the subject line for us automatically. Focusing in on the text of the subject, you can see that it substitutes various characters for spaces. In the same way that we can't use the arrow characters for HTML, we won't be able to use spaces or various other characters in URL links. Now, since I'm no expert in URL code, you'll notice that I've already opened a handy URL encoder. You'll find a link to this website on the lesson page. Here, I'll enter the text I want for the subject line. Let's go with question regarding order number. Then I'll select the Encode button. And here's my code for the text of the subject line. I'll copy it, go back to my template, and swap it out for the old code. Next, instead of the estimate number tag here, I want to embed the CONUM tag. As we saw before, these are the codes for the left and right arrows. So the easiest way to fix this is to change the EST to CO. Also, let's delete the reference to the second email link. Now when I select the link, we can see that it's just the way we want it. Finally, let's replace the logo. This code calls for embedding this image, which is found at this URL. To use our logo instead, we'll first have to put it in a public location that can be shared with a URL. If you're working with a web hosting service, they might typically set up the image in a public area of their server. Or you can do what I've done, which is store it in a public folder in our Amazon S3 account. Inside this folder is the logo image file. When I select it, I can see information about the file, including the URL for it here. I'll copy the link address, go back to the template, highlight the old hyperlink, and paste the new one. And here's my new picture. We'll want to replace the name in the alt text too. This will be used for accessibility features. Okay, let's save this and try it out. I'll copy this new one and paste it to the folder with our completed HTMLs in our DocTrack archive. Then I'll copy his path, go back to the order verification rule, and paste it to the body. You can see here that I've set up this test by entering a local email address in the customer document profile for customer 1, ship20. And here's an open order for that customer in ship2. Let's open the order verification report form, uncheck the report header, and generate it. Now I'll open up Outlook for that internal email address, and here's our email with the order verification. I'll download the pictures, and it looks just like we expected. Here's the order date we added, and the new phone number, and the new email address. And when I select the link, it has the new email address in the To field and the new text and CO number in the subject field. Now we've only scratched the surface. You may want to change the picture size or the font size or any number of other things, but hopefully this is enough to get you started. That's how to customize our DocTrack HTML templates. And that's all for now.